Hey YouTube, good morning. Doberman Philosopher here, making another video. Monday morning, just on the way to work. I have a long drive, so lit one up. Wanted to talk about, just to have a conversation with you guys here. And we're going to talk about something that, I've been thinking about for a good while, and that is, I know that in this channel and in a lot of other channels, we talk about women and dating and things of that nature. And there's all this type of, different approaches out there. There's, the dating coaches, there's, the pickup artists, there's the guys that are going to tell you to do pickup, and that pickup is what you need to do, and that's going to get you the girls. Or that, you need to become rich and have the status and all this, the material stuff to signal high value or whatever. But I was, I went out to dinner with one of my buddies last night, and we're sitting there and we're talking about this type of stuff, and realized, and my buddy's from Lebanon, all right? And, or it was actually with two of my friends. One of my friends is from Lebanon, the other guy is from Argentina. And we're talking about how, like, where we live, we're all in the South Florida area, how, we keep on thinking that once we find the right woman, that everything's going to fall into place and everything. And I really disagree with that, because I think what we're really looking for, a good woman is hard to find, right? We all know that. Once you get to a certain level, getting laid is not, it's cool and all, but like it kind of loses its luster, right? You kind of want something more eventually. So we're talking about how I was asking him about how life is different in their countries as opposed to life here, and we all concurred that there's a real lack of community here. It's kind of like this every man for himself type of deal. And I think that's can be said for a lot of major cities, the New Yorks, the LAs, the Chicagos, the Miamis, the Houstons, where unless you're from there and you have family there, like if you just move there to whatever, it's hard, you're gonna find that there's just not a lot of community here. It's very much, man against man, every man for himself type of mindset. And because I asked him, I said, listen, like, let's say you were sick or you injured yourself and you needed help, you needed someone to help you out, would you trust anyone here to help you? And they both said no. That's fucked up. Like, that's a real shame. Studies have been shown that people that have men that have surgeries, that have a wife checking up on them, heal much quicker, because having that support actually increases the healing process. So like being alone, like I said, the Bible even says, it's not good for men to be alone. But what we're really missing, though, is we're missing community. We're missing a sense of belonging in something that's bigger than just ourselves. That's bigger than just our career or whatever personal achievements we're trying to do. And I almost feel like that's why, I love jiu-jitsu. It's great. It's good. There's a lot of benefits, but one of the benefits is the community aspect of it, of seeing the same people every day, and and the familiarity that starts to happen after you go for a couple of years. So, I just wanted to say that, sometimes I think we put the cart before the horse, where, we're so focused on the women because everything has been so hypersexualized on social media. So like we're getting distracted. What actually may, in fact, lead to finding and meeting a good woman, because the best way to meet women, guys, is through friends, is through mutual connections. A person that that she knows, that's the way to meet people, right? That's how my parents met. My parents have been married for over 40 years. They met in a blind. They were set up. They were fixed up on a blind date, and so it's always best to meet people through somebody. You get your pre-selection and social proof and all this bullshit that they want to say, but it's true though. So it's very important, because look, I don't care how good looking you are. I don't care how much money you have in the bank. I don't care what kind of car you're pulling up to. If you're in a bar by yourself, I'm not saying it's impossible to get laid. I'm not saying it's impossible to meet people, but you're working against yourself. If you're just trying to cold approach girls by yourself, it's a little bit harder, right? Than when you're with a group of guys and you're having a good time, and you're all with each other, and when you're, oh boy, man, this is not paradise at all. This place sucks. By the way, South Florida, total shithole. But that's a whole nother video. But that's all I'm trying to say here. And look, if where you're at doesn't align with your values, and you're not finding that community, and you've really made an effort, then it's time to go. Don't be afraid to move. I've done it many times. Don't be afraid to go see what's out there.